Hey everyone, and welcome in. I wanted to do a quick little tutorial to help you all. I've seen a ton of comments scattered across other videos out on YouTube of files being blocked if you're on Mac and not being able to properly use the SMAPI and content patcher and all those things required to run mods on Stardew Valley. So I have a fix for you, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So if you're doing this for the first time and you're downloading SMAPI from the Nexus Mods website, you're going to need an account created so you can actually download these files. You're going to want to do a couple things. So first and foremost, you're going to want to go to System Settings. You're going to click on the apple on the top left-hand side of your MacBook screen. You're going to go to Privacy and Security right here under Siri and Spotlight, and you're going to scroll down all the way until you find Developer Tools. Now, once you're inside these developer tools, these all here are already some of the applications and files that I've added, but this is going to actually allow your applications to sort of bypass your security. And this is what's actually flagging those files because they're not aka trusted. So you're going to want to add in first and foremost Terminal. I went ahead and added in Steam, but the big one here is this Stardew modding API and the install on Mac OS script that's going to be hitting your terminal. I also threw in the SMAPI installer folder. But basically what we're going to do, we're going to click on Finder. We're going to go into our downloads folder. And here is that zip file that we downloaded. You can double click that and it's going to open up this file down here. And that is going to have this install on Mac OS command. That is a script. And this, all we got to do is we're going to grab this file and we're going to drag it onto the developer tools window. And what this is going to do is it's going to, first you got to, use your thumbprint or put in your password. It's going to then add it to this window, which is actually going to allow it to bypass those security settings on your MacBook. You can also go in by clicking the little plus sign at the bottom left and going through the different folder structures, but I find that's so much more complicated and people are actually having a lot of issues with that. So let's now move on to this Stardew modding API. Once you've actually gone and double clicked on that install on Mac OS command and it runs through your terminal and you go through the various steps to install the actual installer, now right here in that downloads folder, you've double clicked on that, you've ran it through your terminal. Now we're going to go to Steam. We're going to go to Library, and we're going to right-click on the Stardew Valley, or double right-click if you're on the Mac. We're going to go Browse Local Files. And then from here, if you're in the Stardew folder, you can minimize that. Have those two windows side by side. You're going to double-click on the Contents folder, double-click on the Mac OS folder, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to see Stardew Modding API. This is the file that a lot of people were having an issue finding. We're going to drag that and drop it right onto the developer tools like we did before. I've already done it, so I don't need to do it again, but it's going to ask you to put in your password, and it may toggle it, or maybe toggled off. I can't quite remember, but make sure that you have those toggled on. One more thing is at the very top, you want to make sure you have a mods folder. You can create that, or it might create it itself. I can't quite remember. And then all of the mods that you get from Nexus, you're going to download. It's going to be a zip file. You open up the zip file and it has a folder inside, and you just drag that folder into your mods folder. And I showed you how to do that via going to Steam, right-clicking, browse files, so on and so forth. You're going to pull them in there, and you can get all kinds of mods here on Nexus Mods. So whatever your heart desires. Maybe you want to do like the vanilla plus professions, adding different professions, or being able to carry chests. I use one called Time Speed. This allows you to slow down the game or speed it up or stop time entirely. They're all really great for whatever you're looking for. And, as you download those files, they're going to go here in your downloads folder as zip files. I got like Where More Rings, Visible Fish, Skull Cavern Elevator, which is a great one. This is that Time Speed one that I was talking about. You just double click on it. It's going to populate that folder right into your downloads folder. That's all you got to do. Then you just minimize everything, go back into that. You don't really need to mess with developer tools unless it's being blocked. Now you know how to go in and bypass it. But if we want to add this particular folder to the mods folder that we were just talking about, same deal. Go into Steam, go to your library, Stardew Valley, right click, manage, browse local files, contents, Mac OS, mods folder, and then you just drag it right in there. And the content patcher and that SMAPI modding API in conjunction with each other are going to load, kind of inject those mods into your game, and you're going to have an absolute blast. Definitely recommend time speed because it's a good one if you feel like the game maybe moves a little bit too fast and you have a lot of things you want to get done in a day. Check out time speed. It's a really good one. But yeah, so there you have it. This is how we ensure that this right here, this application you see popping up, is going to run without being blocked by your Mac. As you can see, it's loading in all those mods one by one. You also see if you need like any updates to your mods via that window right here. But there you have it. Okay, y'all, thank you so much. I hope this helps. It took me a little bit to also figure it out myself to try and, understand what it is exactly that was blocking these files and how do we bypass it. And I wish you all a fantastic time playing Stardew. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.